Okay, recently I've been reading a lot of comments by people ignorantly saying that Macs cannot game. They say that either such and such game is incompatible with the Mac, or the Macs aren't meant for gaming and they suck at it, plain and simple. So I decided I would start doing a few gaming videos and basically disprove those. So the machine I'm using is a Macbook Pro, late 2008 model. It's got an NVIDIA 9600 video card in it. It's soldered onto the motherboard, but it's basically a standalone video card. 256 megs of GDDR3 RAM, SD RAM. It's got 2 gigs of DDR3 RAM into the machine. In Windows 7, I'm not using Windows 7 right now, I stopped it, but stopped using it because it wasn't good for gaming. But in Windows 7, this machine almost scores a 6 on the rating scale. The only problem with that is that it's bugged, so it only shows a 3, but every score, aside from hard disk, is basically in the upper 5s. So it's a really good machine for gaming, or for really anything, but for gaming in general is what I'm doing this video on. So the first video I'm going to show you, or for this video, I'm going to show you Crysis running it. Now, not Crysis Warhead or the Crysis multiplayer, whatever that's called. Simply Crysis, the most demanding version of Crysis, because the original Crysis is more demanding than Crysis Warhead in terms of system resources. So if it can run this game well, it can run, Crysis Warhead well, it can run the online extension pretty well, etc. Alright. So for the game settings, system settings, graphics, 1280 by 100, yes, I'm running it in a window. A lot of people don't like running in a window. They say there's a huge performance decrease, but I don't notice it, and I have to run it in a window because I'm running, you guys can't see it, but there's a second monitor right over there. So if I run this in a window, it screws up all my computer or all my settings for multi-monitor support in Windows, so I can't do that. So it's running at 1280 by 100. Anti-aliasing is off, full screen is off, and VSync is off. I don't really see much of a point in VSync. Like in certain games, VSync is extremely important, but it's not really needed in Crysis in my opinion. It'll just bog down your system. So we go to the Advanced tab. Custom texture says custom, texture quality says custom, but it's on high. It should be on high. Objects quality is on medium. Shadows is on high. Physics is on high. Shaders is on high. Everything else is on high. You could play the game with shaders and shadows on high if you want, but in the latter part of the game, when you get to the snow area and all that, the system performance will decrease a lot and you'll get really low frame rates. As it is right now, I would get around 18 to 24 frames per second. I'm just going to disable shaders. I'm going to put shaders on medium, and so everything is on high but objects and shaders, and those are both on medium. And with those settings, I'm going to be able to play the game at about 30 to 40 frames per second. I've actually seen it hit 45 frames per second. As you'll see in the screenshot, I'll flash across the screen right now. And that's with these settings. The fan does get really hot, or really blasting, so you're going to need to use like a headset if you don't like that sound effect. But of course I can't use it right now because I want you guys to hear the system audio, just so you don't hear my own retarded voice. Anyhow, let's start the game. I'm probably going to suck at it because I am in a weird, awkward position right now due to my tripod. But, whatever. You guys can see me suck if you want. I'm going to love basically the first mission. I haven't played it in a long time, so I'm going to suck at it in general, but also because my weird position I'm playing at, which is at an angle versus straight on, is going to throw me off a bit. As I said, I'm actually running this on Windows XP. I was using Windows 7, but Crysis is actually unplayable in Windows 7. At the moment, at the very least. Really, I had to turn out every setting down to minimum, at least in Crysis Warhead. I had to turn every setting down to minimum, and then I only got like 24 frames per second, even when I switched it to DirectX 9 mode. It was just plain unplayable in Windows 7. Whereas in Windows XP, it's extremely playable at, as you saw, or at least you heard me say, multiple very high settings. Or not very high, but as high as XP can go without hacking it. Alright. Here we are. I think it's our display info. I think that's the setting. So 1. There we go. So right now I'm getting 24 frames in the water.
Head to the beach.
You hit the water pretty hard.
There we go. Almost 30 frames right now.
Diagnostic. The video feed is breaking up. We're going to try to recalibrate. Alright.
There we go.
Suit checks out. You're back online. Still no word from Aztec. Nomad. Rendezvous with Jester and head to Aztec's
Turtle
location.
around here. Yep.
Check your objectives display.
Engaged. Maximum strength.
So, as you can see, it actually works pretty well. Right now I have about 25 frames, 27 frames. It's fluctuating around there. If I turn down shaders down, I typically play with shadows. I typically play with shadows on medium. I just turn them on high just to see what the frame rate would actually be, but I normally put them on medium. Let's put those on medium, and then my frame rate jumps up to a really high number. Not really high, 30, but you know, whatever. So maximum speed. Oh, what? Wrong one.
Energy critical. Maximum armor.
So you see it's running pretty well. I'm just gonna. I made jump cut, but I'm just trying to go to the point when you get to the first conflict. There we go. I just hit 36, 37 frames. Right around there.
Maximum speed. Maximum armor.
Oh, I shouldn't throw the turtle. Peter will get mad at me.
Make
Whoops.
sure your silencer's attached.
Alright, so it should be right up here. Oh, right around this corner. Wait. Where am I going? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Careful, Nomad. Enemy contact ahead.
Oh, I didn't kill him. Crap.
Cloak engaged.
There we go.
Maximum strength. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum strength.
Oh, I think I hit him.
Engaged.
Sweet.
Maximum speed.
Yeah, I hit him. Sweet. Alright. Well, as you can see, it's working pretty well. And yeah, it's a Mac. Amazingly enough, the Macs can game fairly well, isn't it? You know, just simply amazing.
This is Aztec.
You know, everything works really well, and that's basically it for the video. Sorry I can't really show you more, but I've got to install some more drivers. I just recently installed Windows XP, so I got to install some more drivers to get it up and running fully, but as you can see, Crysis is running well. I have a few other games to show you, such as BioShock, Left 4 Dead, a few other ones that are going to come in later videos, but at the moment, it's just Crysis, and it works extremely well. So, you know, if you're looking to get a Mac, and you want a MacBook Pro, at the very least, that thing can run Crysis. The new iMacs can also run Crysis with the, the ATI 4850 video card and the Intel NVIDIA GeForce 150 or whatever. Those things can definitely run Crysis better than what I'm running right here. But then again, those are desktops and this is a laptop, so what can you expect from this? Anyhow, that's all for the video. You guys can check out my videos at a later point when they're up, and I'll see you all then.